I'm here. I am here with you. I don't know what's going on in the other pages. I am Carla, the Cosmic Crone, and I want to speak with you about sex after menopause, why it matters that you're a wise orgasmic woman. Now, if you've been watching my videos over the past week or so, you've heard me talk about why orgasm is important, why you shouldn't give up on it if at menopause you are feeling challenged by how your body responds and how it's changed. You've also heard me talk about sacred sex, and I can only touch upon that in a conversation like this because it's, I'll just speak a little bit more about it right now. We women are sacred. Our bodies are sacred. The act of pleasure, of self-pleasure, or pleasure that is shared with another person or other people, these acts are sacred to the goddess. I didn't make that up. This has been known since ancient times. So this was my experience, and the women who are coming into Sex After Menopause program are saying the same thing. They want to forge a sacred union with their partner. They are no longer satisfied emotionally, spiritually, physically by what was just, whatever their sex life was before. They want a deeper intimacy. They want their communion with their partner to be a communion with divine. And for them, that means, first of all, how do I really embody this on my own? How do I communicate with my partner about it? And how do I bring him on board? And in this case, all the people are partnered with men. But it could also be true if you're partnered with a woman. So, how do you bring your partner into the temple with you? So that's one of the things that we're going to cover in Sex After Menopause, because we women as crones, entering midlife, past midlife into the final third, we really feel our own sacredness and our purpose in the world is to bring the sacred through us. Because, orgasm is important for our health, our minds, our spirits. Sacred sexuality is important for our union and our relationship with our partners and our relationship with divine, moving through us, growing into our spiritual power. Our erotic power, our erotic pleasure is a part of that. It feeds us. It stokes the fire. And the other thing that I've talked about a little bit has to do with our creativity, our creative energy. And this is the same energy that birthed children. Those of us who have given birth, who became mothers through our bodies, we conceived, we gestated, we gave birth, we opened up to let a new life through. Any woman who has lived through the fertile years, past the fertile years into the new fertile years, I'm not going to call them post-fertile because that's not accurate. We are no longer, our bodies have gone through the phase where we are cycling, the cycling that is necessary in order to create new humans. And even if we did not create new humans, we created our lives with that energy, in the energy of that cycle, unless very many of us did not really understand how to work with our cycle. And so we created with masculine energy. And that perhaps created some problems. It may have created some of the issues that women in menopause feel at this stage of our lives because we are out of touch with our cycle. And this change feels catastrophic. It feels like pure chaos. It feels like we don't know how to work with our creative energy anymore, and our sex drive plummets and takes a big hit because, well, the crone has no patience with unbalanced masculine energy. She knows that does not bring truth through us. It does not create the portals of truth that we as women are. So, as you are entering perimenopause and menopause, you feel your body changing. You are no longer in the cyclic phase of giving birth to new humans and using that energy or denying that energy and focusing on masculine energy. You are at the place you're at now. Now, society says we're used up. The society says, go on and do what you've been doing. Or society says, take care of your aging parents, take care of your children, take care of your husband, retire, go peacefully, get sick, have a hysterectomy, die. I mean, it says you're no longer fuckable. Being unfuckable is a thing. and therefore, if you're unfuckable and you're not going to birth new children, then you're not valuable. That is what patriarchy and society has planted in the back of our minds. And for some of us, it's told us outright that you're just not valuable. You're old, you're washed up, you're no longer attractive, you're no longer juicy. This sex thing, of course, it's over. That is a huge lie. So part of what we're working with in Sex After Menopause is tapping into the well of erotic power that older women carry inside of us, and we tap into the reasons why we have it. It is, for every woman throughout her entire life, a replenishing energy. It fills us up. It heals us. It nourishes us. It inspires us. It gives us the energy to keep going and to do what we have to do. And there are a lot of demands on our lives. We may not have young children anymore, but the demands on our lives are even greater. So we need our erotic energy to replenish us, to fill us up. We need our erotic energy to give birth to these new creations. Our wombs, as older women, we are spiritual conduits for wisdom from the cosmos to the planet. And that can show up in so many ways. We each have our creative energy, our art, our writing, our gifts, and it comes through each of us in a unique way. Some of us hold circle. Some of us create art. Some of us create businesses. Some of us take care of younger children. We initiate the young, whether they're very young, the pubescent ones, the adolescent ones, the younger mothers, the younger fathers. We initiate. Some of us are ready to take a step into public life in a new way. We may be teachers, spiritual teachers. We may be politicians. We may take on positions of leadership in our community, running for elected office, either locally or even at the national level. So we are all called to use our gifts in a different way. The elder woman needs to work with her erotic energy to give her the energy to keep going. And we also, it's pretty interesting. I've kept half an ear to the political scene in the United States right now because it's my country, but I have not stepped in with my full body because I've needed to take care of my energy and deal with my own personal calling, which is not to get caught up in the political fray. My biggest number one work is to manage my own vibration and stay available to listen to divine guidance and do my work in the world. However, I am watching, and I am watching the women be shunted to the side one by one, as well as the people of color. And I am not happy about that. I see that. It points out to me that this country does not believe that a woman is electable. And I wonder, I'm only just now thinking of this for the first time, I wonder if it's because the women do not know how to tap into their feminine energy, their feminine erotic energy, to show up as the power. Now, it's quite possible, it doesn't matter whether she's tapped into her feminine or not, if she is showing up as a woman, that in itself might be too frightening for the patriarchy. And the patriarchy is running everything. So it's, who knows? I know that my work, and I know that your work as a woman listening to me now, is to tap into your feminine erotic energy, fill up with it, use it to heal the ravages of the patriarchy, to heal the wounds and the shame and the lineage that has come through you, and to live in beauty, to live in the beauty of your erotic energy, your pleasure and your power, and to live in knowing that you carry the divine feminine forward into the future, and your work matters, your work is important. And what you might be feeling as you listen to me is, I just want things to be good with my husband again. I just want to feel desire again. I want to know if I will ever have an orgasm again. I want to know if I will ever enjoy romance and pleasure again. And here I am talking to you about changing the world through your erotic energy. Well, the things are related. So let's come back to you. You being you is the best gift you can give the planet. You being fully, completely embodied in your power, your pleasure, your confidence, your orgasmic wise woman, you being that person who seems so far away right now, who seems just kind of overcome with the challenges of aging, of changing, of not quite knowing how to be with this new body you have. You being you and stepping into your power is how you change the world. It doesn't matter what you do next. That will come. What you have to do first is heal the ravages of patriarchy. Heal any shame you may feel around your sexuality, around what has happened to you throughout your life, what you have felt, what you have desired, what you still desire, what is or is not working. All of these things can trigger shame, resentment, anger, sadness, grief. So you want to know how to be with that. And that is a part of your erotic experience. The erotic, when we are fully present in our bodies and releasing our erotic energy through sex, through pleasure, through orgasm, we are touching all those emotions. We are allowing emotions to liberally flow through us. Here's why that works. Our wombs are carrying everything. Wombs are made for carrying. And so our wombs carry the children we birth, the desires that we want to create in life, the desires we have that we have not acted upon or lived out, the pain from our lineage, the pain of our mothers and grandmothers, and even the pain of our fathers, the pain of suppression and oppression from patriarchy. We are carrying all of that in our wombs, our individual wombs, the collective womb. And we must know how to move that energy through. One of the things that I'm doing with the group in Sex After Menopause is we'll do a group womb clearing, and you will learn how to work to keep the energy of your womb clean and clear so that you will not be carrying this heavy load that burdens you, that makes you it makes it impossible for you to carry your dreams forward, for you to feel the replenishing energy of your own pleasure. It stagnates and stifles you and may eventually turn into illness. I know women for whom the only way they could heal that stagnation was through hysterectomy. And sometimes that is necessary. And sometimes it's simply you don't have any other options. You cannot activate what you don't know is possible. So we will begin to explore what is possible. Now, the good news for women who've had hysterectomies is that the energetic womb never goes away. In fact, I could make the case that trans women who were born without wombs have the energetic womb. And so it's not out of the question that a program of womb healing would work for you too. So I don't know if any of you are listening, but I just speak out to you because this is something I believe, and it is something even that I learned in my initiation, that you do not destroy the womb. The womb lives in you. The temple lives in you. The energy remains. And to the extent that the hysterectomy wasn't enough, then we still work with the same energetic tools to clear the energy and keep it clear. So let me see where I am now. I'm just going to say it is absolutely necessary to do this work one way or another. Heal your sexual wounds, heal your experiences, embrace your emotions around those experiences, learn to clear your womb energy, learn to hold open the womb for your channeled desires and dreams and creations, and then bring that into your relationship. Bring this into your sex life. Your sex life will begin to shift, and it shifts in really practical ways, because I always start with healing the womb, learning how to activate and sense that energy. And then we work with erotic energy, discovering how your body has changed, what feels good now, how it is different. Because one of my great revelations on my orgasmic path is that orgasm and pleasure in my body feel differently than they did when I was younger. That's all there is to it. And it feels lots of different ways. It has expanded. I can't say that enough. It's such a revelation to say, I thought it was gone, and it hasn't gone. It's this thing. So one of the things I'll be teaching and supporting the women to do is to really embrace what is new, what you're growing into, and it is absolutely fine to grieve what you feel like you may have lost. as things change. There may be a whole lot of other grief that needs to happen there too. But really, our biggest work together is to embrace who you are becoming, your new power, your new sensation, your new orgasm, your new birth as an elder woman, a crone, a witch, a priestess. These are all the archetypes that are dancing around, waiting to land in your womb and become fully embodied in you. So we will make space for them. If you're hearing my words and this is intriguing you or resonating strongly as something that you feel, something that you know is right for you, I invite you to go to the webpage. I'll tell you what it is. It's cosmiccrone.com/SAM8 WEEK. And I'll put it in the first comment as well. Go there, read the program, look at everything. The payment plans are there. The basic structure of the container is there. And then the link to the application is there. It's a very simple form that you write down what's going on with you. How is this showing up in your life? And what is it that you would like to change? What do you want to create? And so you do that, and then we will talk. And at that point, if this is the right place for you, then we will get you started. We will get you set up with your payment plan that you choose, and you'll be ready to join us. Now, here's the exciting part. The program is almost full. I have one space open, and the applications are open through today. So I will be reviewing the applications that come in today, setting up the conversations, and we'll see who's ready for this, who's got that seat. And I just wanted to let you know that this is going on. Today is your last day to apply for this session. And don't wait. This is the perfect time. By the time spring rolls around and you are full of the new growth energy, you will be clear. Your womb will be clear. Your orgasmic life will be enriched. Your relationship will be at a new phase if you have a relationship. And the thing is, you don't need a relationship. You can be single. You can be, this is for single women too. So the beauty of that is that the communication skills that I teach around relationship, they can be used to heal past relationships energetically. They can be used if you find yourself in a relationship one day, if that's something you still want. They can be used with other relationships. So we, as women, we are relationship beings, and we want to always improve our skills of holding our space, holding our boundaries, and inviting people into sacred relationship with us as we embody the divine feminine. We are an invitation to other people to show up in their magnificence. That is what I want for you to live completely, to live potently. And the way to live it is to completely own, command, respect, and honor your erotic energy. So this is who you are. This is who we are. Come and join me in Sex After Menopause. It is an incredibly practical, it is dealing with real world situations, knowing that we are opening up the well of greatness, the well of medicine that we all hold inside of us, we all carry. So we're going to clear those waters out of our wombs and learn how to replenish those wells through pleasure, through orgasm, and to enrich our lives and the lives of everyone around us through sacred relationship. That's what we're doing. Come, be with us. Thanks for listening, and thank you all for showing up. I look forward. If you have questions or comments, put them below as you listen to the replay, or go to the website and check it out and book a conversation with me. I'd love to talk with you. See you soon.